exhibit usually live in the kelp forest, which is an amazing habitat. But it also grows really fast in the summer. And the combination of different factors is important to keep kelp alive. As I mentioned, it needs specific water temperature, chemistry, nutrients, and wave movement, and also solid base to hold on with their hold fast. So Virginia now is starting to feed all those fish who are super eager to get into her basket. The mix of food is containing small krill, large krill, some pieces of bait fish, squid, and so far. You see, the combination of food is really the secret to being a successful feeder in that exhibit. Anyone notice we have animals with really big mouth? Then we have animals with really itsy-bitsy tiny small mouth. So the food combination, and all fish have to take their vitamins. Yes, Virginia just pointing out, and the shark says, no thank you, already at my spinach this morning, but there are always others who will take it. So when we offer vitamins or gel cubes to our animals, it's basically plant juice in a gel mix with lots of minerals and vitamins for all the fish. We can also compensate that if they're not eating those vitamins by our water intake. Some of you might know that we bring water from the ocean into the aquarium. You can see on the screen over there, two big intake pipes bring up to 2,000 gallons per minute into the aquarium to feed animals with all the plankton that comes into the aquarium. Just imagine you can bring itsy-bitsy tiny food particles in form larvae, phytoplankton that will feed filter feeders on exhibit. Some of those filter feeders we have seen earlier, those are the anchovies who are cruising under the surface. We actually have 17,000 anchovies on exhibit. Yeah, we just added them a few weeks ago. And that is more anchovies in this exhibit than we have sardines in the big open sea. Here in Virginia now is making sure that our leopard sharks are really eager to get that meal as well. And when you observe the leopard sharks, you can see that the mouth opening is located right on the belly side. Because in the wild, those animals are bottom feeders. They will cruise over the sandy seafloor. They detect tiny snails and crabs hiding in the sand. This is what they usually eat. But just for you, we feed them out squid, and it's very impressive to see them grabbing a squid and eating it. So Virginia also points out that with all those schooling fish on exhibit, we want to make sure that you are aware that our community worked really, really hard to bring the beauty of bounty back in Monterey Bay. Some of you might know that in the 1950s, the whole sardine industry crashed. So that was a big loss for our economy, but it also taught us a lesson that we cannot constantly overfish. And the Seafood Watch card she just pointed out, she always has it in her pockets when she goes diving, is for you to help to navigate the restaurant scene. You can pick up one of my stack I have here for you after the feeding. So come and talk to me if you're interested to support our Seafood Watch program. But let's go back to the feeding. You can see the giant sea bass is cruising around and he's checking out if he can grab a bite too. Don't worry about that big fish because the giant sea bass has a separate feeding. And we do that unannounced because we have to wait for the divers to be ready to do that. It's usually a combination of feeding with a training session. But all those animals here are fed in a style we call broadcast feeding. So when you have different animals with so many different adaptations, you have to take care of their personal needs. Some of them are ambush predators. You notice probably there is a fish sitting just on the ledge or on the rock, and they are not coming over to the feeding. They are just waiting until leftover food particles are swimming in front of their mouth, and they will shoot out and grab it. So you will see different styles of feeding techniques for animals in the wild, and our team really carefully plans all the feeding sessions to help them out and make sure that everyone gets their belly full. A question I always get is, do they feed on each other? Well, we tell them every morning that fish are friends and not food, and then we hope for the best. But the free method usually works. when we see something that is available, we will go for it, even if we are not hungry. Fish, they know that food is not necessarily available tomorrow, so they will eat, they are full, and then they can go for several days. Virginia still has a little bit food in her basket, but you might be wondering, what is left doing on the back? On the back, we have several fish that are hiding. We have a nocturnal swell shark that is in the darker corners of the exhibit. So Les is swimming to the swell shark in the far back and feeding those animals. We have one swell shark. We have 3 wolfeel that are always hiding. I hope they come out for you to say hi later in the day. But now, if you want to come up close to the window, Virginia really likes to wave and play tic-tac-toe with the kids. Don't be shy. Also, she is a great diver for photo opportunities. And anyone else in the group here,